The Karen Read murder case. We are now less than 3 weeks out from the start of her second trial. I'm Glenn Jones.
I'm JC Monahan. The prosecution and the defense are busy putting together their arguments ahead of the April 1st start date. NBC 10's John Maroney joining us live in Dedham with the latest developments tonight. John.
JC, it has been a quiet week here in Dedham, but the prosecution and the defense, they are behind the scenes getting ready to try this case again.
The level of intensity of the arguments is different this time, but for the most part, they're fighting about the same thing.
Motions galore at Norfolk Superior Court as attorneys in the Karen Read case plot their next move. She's pleaded not guilty to killing and hitting her boyfriend John O'Keefe with her SUV after a night of drinking.
Motions in limine ask the court for an advance ruling on either the admissibility of evidence or the exclusion of evidence.
One of the defense motions would exclude details of a trip Read and O'Keefe took to Aruba. Read apparently fought with another woman O'Keefe purportedly kissed. Her lawyers say the story isn't relevant and would be prejudicial.
It does put her in a bad light, but that's all it really does. I'm not sure that that becomes a motive for murder.
The prosecution is asking to stop the introduction of a third-party culprit defense. Read's attorneys maintain she was framed and someone else killed her boyfriend, pointing the finger of suspicion at O'Keefe's friends who gathered at a home in Canton where his body was found. Although the prosecution says the claims are unsubstantiated, Judge Beverly Cannoni did allow the third-party defense during the first trial.
We're still rehashing a lot of the same issues.
Both sides have a motion regarding Read's blood alcohol test. It shows she was over the legal limit, but the defense says the test was done inappropriately and should not be admitted, as was the case the first time around. Prosecutors disagree.
I would expect it will come in, and I think it's a significant piece of evidence for the government.
Now, there are 2 days of hearings that are scheduled for next week to deal with a lot of these issues. The trial is still set to begin April 1st. We'll have in Dedham, John Maroney, NBC10 Boston.
And when the trial starts again, we will have live coverage here on NBC 10 Boston, as well as our sister station, NECN. Again, that begins April 1st.